You know, this is what every single last king needs to understand. And currently, you feel me? I'm in the trenches. I'm in Baltimore. I gotta make sure I'm at least a little looks max. I don't understand why the video looks so freaking foggy, but I just took off my do-rag. You know, I got the twist. You feel me? But anyway, like always, I was thinking. I was self-reflecting. I was going deeper into my thoughts. And that is why I like solitude. There is a season for each, you feel me? Because this life, I learn from it. But also, I learn from the solitude as well. I learn from the isolation as well. So both are like yin and yang. Both are needed. Both are required, you feel me? But of course, I was thinking, tomorrow at 5 a.m. I have to wake up for this freaking job, this internship, you feel me? And I'm not really doing nothing. All I have to do is look at the other engineers, study the other engineers, see what they're doing. It's a look into the field of engineering, and I don't really do much. All I got to do is take pictures, ask questions if I want to, and just take notes, you feel me? And make sure they're not doing anything stupid, That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. And, but the thing is, it's a taste of the 9-to-5 life. It's a taste of the rat race. You feel me? And before this, at 16, I've only had like one job for real. And it was at 16. It was a junior camp counselor. Terrible job. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Backbreaking labor. That was like from freaking 7. It started at 8, I think, all the way to like freaking ended at 6:30. That was terrible. I don't know how the hell I did that at freaking 16 with all the knowledge I had back then. I don't know how the hell I did that. I don't know. But it was terrible. And, but this is the taste of the rat. This is a taste of the 9-to-5, you feel me? And it has me thinking, it has me realizing all of us are not winning. All of us are still slaves because ever since we were younger, we've been being trained for the rat race. We've been being trained for the 9-to-5. We've been being trained for the rat race, for the 9-to-5. We was going to school at 7 a.m., waking up for school, going to school at 7 a.m., leaving at 3:30 a.m. That's training us for the 9-to-5, And no matter what you do, no matter how good your grades are, this is the core thing I've realized today. No matter what you do, how good your grades are, you're going to end up in the same place as a nigga who got an F. You're both going to end up in the 9-to-5. You're both going to be waking up early, 2 weeks off a year. You're both going to end up in the same place in about 2 weeks off a year. Depending on your job, you might get more, but still you're both in the same rat race. You both... it's just different levels of the rat race. You got the lower level, you got the wage slave, check to check level. I'm working at McDonald's, you feel me? I'm working at McDonald's, I'm living check to check. I get barely any days off a year, you feel me? You got that 9-to-5, or you got the more comfortable 9-to-5. I'm making 6 figures. I could afford the vacation. I could afford the free kids. I could have the extra car. But, we're both still in the same rat race. It's just illusions of it being different. And that's how they fool you. It's the illusions of it being different. But you're all in the same rat race. You're all waking up, early as hell, like 2 weeks off a year. You're making money, but this is what you're doing. You're making them money, and you're just in the same system. You're making them money. They're giving you the money back, and you're using it to buy their product. It's all one big illusion. We're all under. We're all under one big illusions, and I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to truly piece it all together. I already have it pieced all together, but I'm trying to put it into words. We're all in the same rat race. And damn, this is the first time you ever really see me smile on a video for real. But I don't know, you got me blushing a little bit. I don't know why, but you're all in the same rat race, man. And I'm trying to get you guys to realize that. I'm trying to get everybody to realize we're all in the same rat race, man. And this is the true matrix. The true matrix is the 9-to-5. The true matrix is this whole system. I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really all around the world, man. And they give us copes. They give us the movies. They give us entertainments, the sports. They give us, stuff that gives us the illusion of meaning. The girls, just all of it. Like, I would even low-key say the family and stuff like that, you know? It's all just one big cope. You know, the vacations, the freaking luxury, it's all just a cope. We're all just still in the same system, though. We're all still in the same system. We're all still just being distracted from what's really at play. So that is the realization I had. We really have to think about this. We really have to escape this whole matrix, you know, because we're making them money and they curate the currency, they curate the money and they give it back to us. But then we spend that money on their products, you know, their products that they say gives us meaning. Like it's all just one big system. It's all one big circle and we're all in it. And, you know, and they distract you. They distract you with the entertainment. They distract you with the stuff that is actually meaningless. They distract you with the stuff that is actually meaningless to keep you content, to keep you coping, and just to keep you just asleep. You know, you think you're making progress. You think you're doing something, but you're actually not. You know. So that is what I realized. And I have something cooked up. I have plans. You feel me? I'm working on stuff because I got to escape the major. I got to escape the 9 to 5. You feel me? I'm going to open up a school. I'm going to open up a massive school. Well, it's not going to be massive. It's going to be away from everybody, away from the cities and stuff like that. You know, a nice rural region. You feel me? Very nice school. We're going to study philosophy. We're going to study metaphysics. We're going to study consciousness and spirituality. And it's going to be called KingPill University. But I need the money for it, and that's what I'm working on right now. When I'm done with this video, that's what I'm going to be working on. That's what I'm cooking up behind the scenes. You know, before I didn't have the drive to escape the 9 to 5. You know, I was getting money, you feel me, by not working. I can't cap, you know, I'm not going to say how. I wasn't no scammer, but I had my folks helping me out. I had YouTube paying some stuff, you know. I was a minimalist. I wasn't even spending a lot of money. So it's like, you know, I just have money, bro. I'm gonna just keep it like that. But now, you know, I'm seeing the 9 to 5. I'm seeing the matrix, and we just gotta get out. We gotta escape all of this. This is not it. This is not right. This ain't it.